I let my husband's brother kiss me. It happened at the wedding. My name is Olivia. We were celebrating. My husband was drunk. His brother took me outside. This is my story. It is a story about love. It is a story about mistakes. It is a story about finding the truth. I want to tell you everything. I want to be honest. Maybe you have a secret too. Maybe you feel alone. I hope my story helps you. I am 24 years old. I live in a big city. The buildings are tall. The cars are loud. Life moves very fast here. But inside my heart, I am quiet. I like slow days. I like to drink tea. I like to read books. I met Mark 2 years ago. Mark is handsome. He is tall. He has a big smile. Everyone likes Mark. He is very funny. He tells good jokes. When he walks into a room, everyone looks at him. I was shy. I am still shy. When I met Mark, I was surprised. Why did he like me? He was so popular. I was so quiet. But he chose me. He gave me flowers. He took me to nice restaurants. He told me I was beautiful. I felt special. I thought this was love. Mark has a brother. His name is David. David is different. He is not loud. He is not the center of attention. David is quiet like me. He has kind eyes. He listens when people speak. Mark works in an office. He wears suits. He makes good money. David works outside. He works with his hands. He builds houses. He wears simple clothes. I liked David. He was always nice to me. But I loved Mark. Or I thought I loved Mark. We decided to get married. It was a big decision. My family was happy. My mother said, "Mark is a good man. He can take care of you." My father said, "Mark has a good job. You will have an easy life." I wanted an easy life. I wanted to be happy. So I said yes. We planned a big wedding. It took many months. There was so much to do. We had to choose the flowers. We had to choose the food. We had to invite many people. Mark did not help much. He was busy with work. He said, "You choose, Olivia. I trust you. Make it beautiful." So I did everything. I felt tired. I felt stressed. Sometimes I wanted to talk to Mark. I wanted to tell him I was tired. But he was always on his phone. He was always working. One day, I was at the flower shop. I was looking at white roses. I was confused. There were so many choices. Then I saw David. He was walking by. He saw me and stopped. "Hello, Olivia," he said. His voice was calm. "Hi, David," I said. "You look tired," he said. He saw me. Mark did not see me. Mark only saw the wedding. But David saw me. "I am tired," I admitted. "Planning a wedding is hard." David smiled. "Come, let's get some coffee. You need a break." We sat in a cafe. We drank coffee. We talked. We did not talk about the wedding. We talked about books. We talked about the weather. We talked about life. I felt relaxed. My shoulders went down. I breathed deeply. "Thank you, David," I said. "I needed this. You work too hard, David said. Mark is a lucky man. I blushed. Thank you. That was the first time I felt a connection. It was a small feeling. I ignored it. I was marrying Mark. David was just his brother. He was just a friend. The wedding day arrived. It was summer. The sun was hot. The sky was blue. Everything looked perfect. I wore a white dress. It was very expensive. It was beautiful, but it was heavy. It was hard to walk. My mother cried. "You are so beautiful, Olivia," she said. I tried to smile, but my stomach hurt. I was nervous. Everyone says you should be happy on your wedding day. I was not happy. I was scared. I walked down the aisle. I saw the people. There were 100 people. They were all looking at me. I saw Mark. He was standing at the front. He looked handsome in his black suit, but he was looking at his friends. He was winking at them. He was laughing. I looked at David. He was standing next to Mark. He was the best man. David looked at me. He did not laugh. He looked serious. He looked kind. He gave me a small nod. It meant, "You can do this." We said our vows. I promised to love Mark. Mark promised to love me. Everyone clapped. We were married. Then came the party. The reception was in a big garden. There were lights in the trees. There was music. There was a lot of food. Everyone was drinking. Mark likes to drink. He likes wine. He likes beer. On our wedding day, he drank a lot. "I am celebrating," he shouted. "I am the happiest man alive." He danced with his friends. He danced with my cousins. He was loud. His face was red. I sat at the main table. I was alone. My husband was on the dance floor. I wanted him to sit with me. I wanted him to hold my hand. "Mark," I called, "come sit, let's eat." Later, he shouted, "I want to dance." He did not come. I felt small. I felt foolish. It was my wedding, but I was lonely. I looked around. Everyone was having fun. I was the bride, and I was sad. My feet hurt in my new shoes. My head hurt from the loud music. The smell of the food made me sick. I needed air. I needed silence. I stood up. No one looked at me. Mark did not look at me. I walked away from the tables. I walked away from the lights. I went to the back of the garden. There was a small bench under a tree. It was dark there. It was quiet. I sat down. I took off my shoes. The cool grass felt good on my feet. I closed my eyes. I wanted to cry, but I did not want to ruin my makeup. "Olivia," I heard a voice. I opened my eyes. It was David. He was holding 2 glasses of water. He walked to the bench. "Are you okay?" he asked. "I am fine," I lied. "I just needed air." David sat down next to me. He did not sit too close. He gave me a glass of water. "Drink," he said. "It is hot tonight." "Thank you," I said. I drank the water. It was cold and fresh. David looked at the party. We could hear the music. It sounded far away. "Mark is drunk," David said. He did not say it angrily. He said it sadly. "Yes," I said. He is celebrating. He should be with you, David said. You are his wife. The word felt strange. Wife. I was a wife now, but I did not feel like a wife. I felt like a stranger. He is happy, I said. That is what matters. David turned to me. His eyes were dark in the night. Are you happy, Olivia? The question hit me. It was a simple question, but it was hard to answer. I don't know, I whispered. I think so. I should be. You look sad, David said. A bride should not look sad. I looked down at my hands. I saw my ring. It was shiny. It was gold. I am scared, David, I said. The truth came out. I don't know if I can do this. Mark is a lot. He is loud. I am quiet. We are so different. Differences can be good, David said softly. Maybe, I said. We sat in silence for a long time. It was a comfortable silence. With Mark, silence was bad. Mark always filled the silence with noise. With David, silence was peaceful. I looked at David. He looked tired too. You did a good job today, I said. You helped everyone. I try, he said. You are a good brother, I said. Mark is my brother. I love him. But, David stopped. But what? I asked. But sometimes he is blind, David said. He does not see what he has. David looked at me. His gaze was intense. I felt my heart beat faster. What do you mean? I asked. He has you, David said. He is lucky. You are kind. You are smart. You are beautiful. If I were him, I would not be dancing with friends. I would be here with you. The air felt heavy. The wind stopped blowing. I looked at David's lips. I should not look. I was married. I was Mark's wife. But Mark was gone. Mark was drunk. David was here. David was kind. David, I whispered. He leaned closer. I did not move away. I wanted to be close to him. I wanted to feel important. He put his hand on my face. His hand was warm. His skin was rough from work. I liked it. I should not do this, David whispered. No, I said, you shouldn't. But I did not stop him. He leaned in. He kissed me. It was a soft kiss. It was gentle. It was not like Mark's kisses. Mark kissed hard. Mark kissed fast. David kissed me like I was fragile. He kissed me like I was precious. The kiss lasted for 3 seconds. Maybe 4. Then we pulled away. We looked at each other. My eyes were wide. I touched my lips. Oh no, I said. David looked down. I am sorry, Olivia. I am so sorry. He stood up quickly. He looked panicked. I had too much wine, he lied. He had not been drinking. He was sober. I have to go, David said. He turned and walked away. He walked fast. He went back to the lights, back to the noise. I sat on the bench alone. My heart was pounding. Boom, boom, boom. What did I do? I just married Mark 10 hours ago, and now I kissed his brother. I felt terrible. I felt guilty. I felt like a bad person. But I also felt something else. I felt seen. For a moment, I felt understood. I sat there for 10 minutes. I tried to calm down. I fixed my dress. I put on my shoes. I drank the rest of the water. Then I stood up. I had to go back. I was the bride. I walked back to the party. The music was still loud. People were still dancing. I saw Mark. He was sitting on a chair. His tie was loose. He looked messy. He saw me and waved. "Olivia, where were you?" he shouted. He did not look worried. He looked happy. "I was in the bathroom," I lied. "Come here," he said. He pulled me onto his lap. "Give your husband a kiss." He kissed me. His breath smelled like alcohol. It was not a gentle kiss. It was sloppy. I closed my eyes. I thought of the garden. I thought of David. I felt sick. The next day, we went on our honeymoon. We went to the beach. It was a beautiful place. The water was blue. The sand was white. Mark slept a lot. He had a headache from the wedding. When he was awake, he was fun. We swam. We ate fish. We laughed. I tried to forget the kiss. I told myself it was a mistake. It was just one moment. It meant nothing. But it was hard to forget. When I looked at Mark, I saw David's brother. When I closed my eyes, I remembered the quiet garden. We came back home. We started our life. Marriage was not easy. Mark worked late every day. He left at 7:00 a.m. He came home at 8:00 p.m. Sometimes later. I was alone in the apartment. I cleaned. I cooked dinner. I waited. "I am working for us," Mark said. "I want to buy us a house. I want to buy you nice things." "I don't need nice things," I said. "I need you." Mark laughed. "Don't be silly, Olivia. Everyone wants nice things." He did not understand. David came over sometimes. He came for Sunday dinner. The first time I saw David after the wedding, I was nervous. My hands shook. He came to the door. He held a box of donuts. "Hello, Olivia," he said. He did not look at my eyes. He looked at my shoulder. "Hello, David," I said. It was awkward. We were polite. We talked about the weather. We talked about sports. Mark did most of the talking. "My brother is the best," Mark said, slapping David on the back. "He is a simple man, but he is good." Mark made jokes about David. He made fun of his job. "David plays in the dirt," Mark laughed. David smiled, but his eyes were sad. I wanted to defend David. "He builds houses, Mark. That is important." Mark waved his hand. I know. I am just joking." I looked at David. He looked at me. For 1 second, we remembered the kiss. Then we looked away. 1 month passed, then 2 months, then 6 months. I was unhappy. I tried to be a good wife. I cooked Mark's favorite meals. I ironed his shirts. I asked him about his day. But Mark was distant. He was married to his job. And on weekends, he wanted to party. He invited friends over. They drank beer and watched football. I served them food. I cleaned up their mess. I felt like a maid, not a wife. One Tuesday, it rained very hard. The wind was strong. I was at home. Suddenly, the lights went out. The apartment was dark. I was scared. I do not like the dark. I called Mark. Mark, the power is out. I am scared, I said. Olivia, I am in a meeting, Mark said. It will come back on. Just wait. Don't be a baby. He hung up. I sat on the sofa. I wrapped a blanket around me. The wind howled outside. It was cold. The heater did not work without electricity. I waited for an hour. The apartment got colder. Then my phone rang. It was David. Olivia, are you okay? He asked. I know the power is out in your area. I am okay, I said. My voice was shaking. It is cold and dark. Where is Mark? David asked. He is at work, I said. I am coming, David said. No, you don't have to, I said. I am coming, he repeated. 20 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. I opened it with a flashlight. It was David. He was wet from the rain. He held a bag. I brought candles, he said, and hot soup. I wanted to cry. Thank you, David. He came inside. He lit the candles. The room became warm and yellow. He opened the soup. It was tomato soup. It smelled good. We sat at the small kitchen table. We ate the soup. Mark is busy, I said. I tried to defend my husband. Mark is a fool, David said. He did not say it with hate. He said it with fact. Like saying, the sky is blue. He loves me, I said. Does he? David asked. Love is not just words, Olivia. Love is action. Love is bringing soup when it is cold. Love is coming home when you are scared. I looked at David. The candlelight danced on his face. He was right. Why did you kiss me? I asked. The question just came out. David stopped eating. He put down his spoon. Because I saw you, he said. I have watched you for 2 years. I saw you with Mark. You were quiet. You were gentle. You were everything I wanted. But I was with Mark, I said. I know, David said. I stepped back. He is my brother. I wanted him to be happy. I thought he would make you happy. He looked at me. But he does not make you happy. I see it in your eyes. You are fading, Olivia. You are becoming a shadow. Tears rolled down my face. He was right. I was fading. I was losing myself. I made a mistake, I whispered. I married the wrong brother. David reached across the table. He held my hand. You are loyal, he said. That is a good thing. But you cannot live a lie. What do I do? I asked. You have to be honest, David said, with yourself and with Mark. We did not kiss that night. David was respectful. He stayed until the lights came back on. Then he left. Good night, Olivia, he said at the door. Good night, David. I closed the door. I felt strong. David gave me strength. Mark came home late. He was tired. The lights are back on, he said. See, no problem. He went to the bedroom. He fell asleep immediately. I did not sleep. I lay in bed. I looked at the ceiling. I thought about my life. I was young. I had many years ahead of me. Did I want to spend them waiting? Did I want to spend them feeling lonely? No. The next morning, I made coffee. I sat Mark down. Mark, we need to talk, I said. Can it wait? He asked. I am late. No, I said. It cannot wait. Mark looked at me. He saw I was serious. He sat down. What is it? He asked. I am not happy, I said. What? Mark frowned. Why, you have everything. You have a nice apartment. You have clothes. You have me. I don't have you, I said. You are never here. And when you are here, you do not see me. I work for us, Mark shouted. He was getting angry. I don't care about the money, I said. I want a partner. I want a friend. I am your husband, Mark said. Yes, I said. But do you know me? Do you know my favorite color? Do you know what book I am reading? Do you know why I was sad at our wedding? Mark was silent. He did not know. I cannot do this anymore, I said. Are you leaving me? Mark asked. He looked shocked. I need time, I said. I need to find myself again. Mark was angry. Then he was sad. Then he was angry again. Is there someone else? He asked. I thought of David. But this was not about David. This was about me. Even if David did not exist, I was unhappy. This is about us, I said. It is about me needing to be happy. I packed a bag. I went to stay with my sister. It was hard. My mother was angry. You cannot leave your husband, she said. It is a sin. It is a sin to be unhappy forever, I told her. I lived alone for a while. I got a job in a bookstore. I liked it. It was quiet. I made my own money. I made new friends. I started to smile again. I started to wear colorful clothes. I was not a shadow anymore. Mark tried to call me. He sent flowers. He said he would change. We went to dinner once. He tried, but it was not right. We were too different. He wanted a trophy wife. I wanted a real life. We got a divorce. It was sad, but it was the right thing to do. What about David? I did not see David for a long time. I needed to be alone first. I did not want to jump from one brother to the other. That would be messy. 6 months after the divorce, I was walking in the park. It was autumn. The leaves were orange and yellow. I saw a man sitting on a bench. He was reading a book. It was David. My heart beat fast. But this time, it was a happy beat. I walked over to him. Is that a good book? I asked. David looked up. He smiled. His smile reached his eyes. It is a very good book, he said. But the ending is sad. Maybe we can write a new ending, I said. David stood up. He looked at me. He saw me. Hello, Olivia, he said. Hello, David, I said. You look happy, he said. I am, I said. I am very happy. We walked together in the park. We talked. We laughed. It was easy. It was simple. We took it slow. We were friends first. Then we were more. It was not easy for the family. Mark was angry for a long time. My parents were confused. But true love is worth the trouble. David and I are together now. We live in a small house. It is not fancy, but it is full of love. David comes home at 5:00 p.m. We cook together. We talk about our day. When there is a storm, he holds my hand. I look back at the wedding day. I remember the kiss in the garden. I used to think it was a mistake. I used to feel guilty. But now I know. That kiss was not a mistake. It was a wake-up call. It was life telling me, you are on the wrong path. Turn around. Sometimes we make bad choices. We marry the wrong person. We take the wrong job. We try to please others. But it is never too late to change. It is never too late to be honest. I let my husband's brother kiss me, and it saved my life. It taught me that love should not be hard. Love should not be lonely. Love should be kind. Love should be a glass of water when you are thirsty. Love should be hot soup when you are cold. I am Olivia, and I am finally happy. If you are in a place where you feel lonely, listen to your heart. Do not be afraid to make a change. It is scary. I know, but you are strong. You can find your happiness too. Thank you for listening to my story. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be loved. Never forget that. Goodbye for now, and take care.